What's up, RedTop Gang? RTG coming at you high like an RPG. Hey, Dax Depression. I think the last Dax I did was Dear Alcohol, and I think I said I wasn't even gonna be doing too much more Dax because my Dax reactions don't really get the views. However, sometimes titles just jump out at me. This says Depression. I seen it as I was scrolling. So, you know, being a person that kind of deals with depression, this might be worth just checking out. So this is one I take the L, see what happens. Even if it don't happen, I just want to hear it. Now, I don't know much about that. I have never heard the song, actually. But that right there, this said 48 hours earlier. So this right here kind of where, you know, you kind of being flooded with emotion, basically. I don't know if that's what's going to happen out here. But just being kind of stuck at sea, lost at sea, basically. Depression has people where you actually feel lost. Don't know right, left, up, or down. Like, it just has you in a funk, basically. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Just on the screen.
I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need
in my head,
but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. Sometimes I sit and I reminisce about the good times. Wish I could get those back. I keep on running these races that go in my mind. And they go on these tracks. I'm not ready to erase all my memories. I fight depression and I let it get the best of me. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Look around, there's liquor bottles all on the floor. Filling up the space inside my heart and my home. Drowning out these thoughts until they leave me alone. I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away.
Wow.
I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. These thoughts are draining all my energy. I try to tell them the God, they said I'm going insane, and then they recommended therapy.
Try therapy. I just got in therapy maybe 2. It helps. It does help. Take it from me. If y'all are watching this, just happen to fall upon it, maybe seen the Dax video. I'm sure most of y'all have seen the Dax video. If you're watching this reaction, what's this video about? 4 months ago. So I'm sure y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen the depression. Take my word for it. If you ain't picking up on that, if you're in one of those type of funks, don't know, feel like you ain't got nobody to talk to, nobody to turn to, try therapy. I cannot stress it enough. Try therapy. Let's go.
I try to tell them the God, they said I'm going insane, and then they recommended therapy. And I go and talk to a man who's getting paid to explain. He started saying that the chemical imbalance is the reason that my brain ain't connecting to accomplishments associated with moving on in life and past the things that my heart cannot contain. So the happiness won't sustain. And he read me my...
Oh my, I like that. I like how he did that. Like I said, I ain't gonna pause too much, but the way he just floated, what the chemical imbalance ain't connected to nothing. I like how he did that. Like, he gave you what the therapist said, but he put it in straight flow basis.
I'm going insane, and then they recommended therapy. And I go and talk to a man who's getting paid to explain. He started saying that the chemical imbalance is the reason that my brain ain't connecting to accomplishments associated with moving on in life and past the things that I contain, so the happiness won't sustain. Then he read me my options.
Oh, hold up.
Here goes a pill, only take 2 eat a meal, and it'll numb how I feel.
Xanax.
I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. Should I drown all these thoughts, or should I leave them to float? I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat. I've been anchored in pain, the weight is making me choke. It's getting harder to breathe, it's pulling right at my throat. I've been hoping for change, but don't know how to restart. They say you ain't a man when you exposing your heart. And they say you insane until it tears you apart. And then it cuts you so deep, and they can tell by the scars. We can only see change when we accept who we are. Try to run from the shame, and you won't never get far. Don't you bottle the pain and live your life in the dark. You're meant to break from those chains and shine as bright as a star. Don't you ever tell yourself that your depression is the reason you won't make it, or that happiness is not in your cards. Without God, you can beat all the odds. Keep your faith and you'll never be lost, and say I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they.
So are all the people that was outside of that's who with the, because you know those were like construction workers. They have on the vest. One had stop and one gave them the pamphlet like to get to there. Like, are those the people that he's talking about? That I pushed, like this is me pushing the people away.
And there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter.
And then I also like the where he said like I got all this stuff up in this boat, but I believe he's referring to his body as the boat, that he's filled all this negative stuff inside of. Man, hold on. What's in there? That was, get it. Like I said, if you deal with it in any way, man, check it out, man. That was a pretty deep song. I like the. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to like the metaphor as his body being the boat, and then all the bad thoughts kind of succumb the boat, and eventually tends to go down, and without getting out of it on your own, without getting help to get out of it, you know, it leads to suicide very oftentimes, basically. But y'all take the words from the song and take them from me. The help you need, man. Thumbs up the video, hit the subscribe, comment down below.